and welcome to Quietly Talking Movies ASMR channel. My name is Matt, and this video is essentially going to be a continuation of the film that I made on the recent Criterion haul that I actually made thanks to the recent Criterion sale that has happened in the UK. So without further ado, if you like to actually get my thoughts on the actual Criterion sale, please watch the previous video that I made. I'm going to put the link in the description as well, perhaps maybe in the somewhere in the corners of this video. But in here I still have 7 films to go through, so without further ado, I'd actually like to get on cracking. Alright, so the next film we have from the sale is Topsy-Turvy. It's a film by the legendary British filmmaker Mike Leigh, and it features actors such as Jim Broadbent, Alan Cordner, Timothy Spall and Leslie Manville. And it's a really nice artwork if you already know what it actually does. The film itself is actually really of interest to me. I really want to see that because it seems so in a way crazy, but at the same time epic. At the same from what I actually saw and read about it. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. Right. Okay, let's unwrap that and I'm going to tell you the details and show you what's inside. Oops. Here we go. Topsy-Turvy. So the film was made, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, in 1999. It has a 15 certificate sticker, and I'm saying sticker, it's not a sticker, it's a logo. Yeah, so as you can see the artwork, we have Topsy-Turvy. You can already imagine that if we are going to flip it upside down, you're going to see this, which is a mirror image, almost upside down, a topsy-turvy image. I'm yet to know what it all means in the context of the title, as well as the film itself, but yeah, we can look forward to actually seeing that. Yeah, so the film was made in 1999. It is 160 minutes long, so 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's in colour. We actually get the surround soundtrack, and the film is in 1.78:1 aspect ratio. So what we're getting is director approved Blu-ray special edition features, and we got the transfer, which was supervised by cinematographer Dick Pope, with DTS HD Master Audio soundtrack. We got the commentary by director Mike Leigh, video conversation between Mike Leigh and musical director Gary Yershon from 2010, Mike Leigh's 1992 short story A Sense of History, written by and starring actor Jim Broadbent, We've got deleted scenes, a feature from 1999, trailer, as well as booklet featuring an essay by critic Amy Tobin. So when it comes to why this film got the 15 certificate, is it features strong sex references and nudity. Okay, so that's the film. Let's look inside. Okay. Topsy-turvy. Oh, okay. We got, look at that. I haven't seen that ever in a Criterion collection. About the cover. Yoga E. Up and down or two-way pictures were a style of woodblock print in mid to late 19th century Japan, playfully depicting faces and figures that could be viewed either right side up or upside down, resulting in two different, often opposite images. Although there were probably no more than a few dozen yoga designs created, hundreds if not thousands of prints of those were produced in Japan, and they were a subcategory of a much larger genre of prints called asobi-e, play pictures. Look at that. You got the actual examples of that. So you have this one, for example, face like that. If you go it upside down, you get this face, a smiley face on this one, grumpy face on this one. Topsy-turvy, I think that's the fruit. And it's a full note as well. So we have here the two characters. We've got the information about the transfer, acknowledgements. Yeah, it's a full note. Alright. Okay, let's have the disc. As usual, it's going to be 50 gigabytes dual layer. Rightly so. And we got the inner artwork, like so. Alright, yeah. So that's Topsy-Turvy. Looking forward to seeing that. And again, just for you to show the artwork. We have like this, featuring one character, and we got one like this, which I think it features a different character, a different actor. It's either Jim Broadbent or Aaron Cordner. That's Topsy-Turvy. Not sure if I mentioned this by number. 558. Alright, so next one we're actually delving in is, I think, a different kind of cinema. So what I have actually featured so far, and I think it's what usually people are actually watching is obviously American cinema, British cinema, and we got some French, sometimes German. We kind of like a lot of Japanese cinema and stuff like that, but what we rarely get is African cinema. And one of the films that Criterion released and is very influential for the African cinema itself, its very important feature, is the film Black Girl by Ousmane Sembène. So yeah, I haven't seen that one. I'm really looking forward to that because as of today, which is what day is today? 14th of April, 2024. In the beginning of the month, Criterion announced their releases for the month of June. And in June, we're actually going to be getting 3 revolutionary films by Ousmane Sembène. which is going to be a nice box set digipack. So we're gonna get a bit more of the African cinema from Criterion. Often overlooked cinema, obviously, but nonetheless very important. So we have the Blu-ray special edition of a film which was reduced from $17.99 to $13.99. Alright. Now, when it comes to the title, so the English title is Black Girl. However, the original title is La Noire. And it's a French film, French title, because I think, what is it, like Senegalese? I think it's Senegalese, and obviously Senegal was unfortunately occupied by France at some point in time. Occupied, a colony of. Okay, need to make a second incision. We have Black Girl. So the film was released in 1966. Here we have the 15 age certificate. Here's the bag, which is quite plain, grey, and nothing really happening in the background here. And here are the details. So the film, just actually put it here in a good light. The film is, as I said, from 1966. It is very short. It only has a runtime of 59 minutes or 1 hour. It's in black and white. It features a monaural soundtrack. It is in French with English subtitles, and it has an aspect ratio of 1.37 to 1. So yeah, really a groundbreaking film for the African cinema. From 1966. It's a 4K digital restoration, so we're really hoping it's actually going to be looking really nice. We got the essay by critic Ashley Clark, so I do believe it's going to be a full note inside, not a full scale booklet, but let's see. We got a lot of more details here. So the reason why it actually got the 15th certificate is because it features a scene of suicide and bloody images. So yeah, definitely not a family film. Right, here are the insides. So that's that, and we do get, as I mentioned, a fold out. Is folding out in a weird way, but okay. Yeah, so we have the essay. Sorry about that. We got the about a transfer information, cast and crew. So here's the disc, and that's the artwork of a city. Not sure, is it going to be in Senegal? Maybe. Or maybe in France. Who knows? Might be actually France. as the plot of the film is that a Senegalese woman actually moves to France. So yeah, that's Black Girl. There we go. Spy number. Apologies, keep forgetting that. The spy number is 852. Right, now, okay, so what we'll get in next is a film which is by a director who was pushing the boundaries, I guess, in a way, and depicting the lifestyle of people who were marginalized. Definitely, he's a revered director, nonetheless. Directed a couple of films with a specific actress that is John Waters starring Divine, and the film is Female Trouble. It's a second film that I'm getting, that I got from John Waters. I have Pink Flamingos as well, and I think there's a couple more in the UK from Criterion, from John Waters. We also have Multiple Maniacs, as well as we do have Polyester. And I want to say there's a fifth one, but I don't think there's another one. I think there's just four. So we have Polyester, Multiple Maniacs, we get Female Trouble, and we get Pink Flamingos. And nonetheless, Female Trouble it is. As previously, it was reduced from 17.99 to 13.99. It is a director-approved edition by John Waters, and the film itself was made in 1974, and it receives an 18 certificate sticker. So, really not for kids. Female Trouble. Right, so we have a film from 1974. That's the artwork, which is already intriguing, a bit I wouldn't say controversial, but yeah, it's intriguing, it's a bit grotesque, and yeah, exactly. Glamour has never been more grotesque than in Female Trouble. Yeah, oh, I guess that's going to be it. So just to tell you about the details, it's 1974. It is 97 minutes long. It's in color, monaural soundtrack, and we have the aspect ratio of 1.66 to 1. So, if you know John Waters and his films, you might actually like it, and you want to pick it up on the sale here. However, if you don't know who it is, I do encourage probably for you to actually check out who John Waters is, what he was doing, and what kind of films they are, because maybe you might actually be a bit grossed out or disappointed in a way, maybe, depending on what kind of sensibilities do you have. But nonetheless, these are important pictures for the history of cinema and for the actual what's the word, societies which are depicted in this film. So what we actually get here are a lot of like conversations, commentaries. We got the deleted scenes, alternate takes, but also an essay by critic Ed Holter. And it seems very much that we're actually getting a booklet. Now, the reason why we're actually getting 18 certificate is because the film features strong sex, domestic abuse, and nudity. So, yeah, please beware. Right. Very colourful and in-your-face artwork. We've got the disc here, and we do get the booklet. Female Trouble. Okay. Yeah. These films are certainly not for everyone, from what I'm actually aware. Booklet itself, it's not the shortest one, but also not the longest one. I don't think it actually features a lot of. It's like, ugh, what is the film about? We do get the disc and the actual artwork inside is leopard print. So that's Female Trouble by John Waters with a spine number 929. Okay. Next film on the list that we have is quite an old release from Criterion, especially considering some of the releases here. They're quite still new ones, at least 2020. I think the Tin Drum was was first printed in 2020 in the UK. This film, however, actually is from a very old editions, and it was printed in 2019, so it's already kind of like 5-year-old in the collection. And the film itself is Death in Venice by director Luchino Visconti. Now, I really would actually like to see this film because it's based on a story as well as his feature. It's taking place in Venice, which I have a bit of a soft spot for, despite the fact that I've never been there. But I really would actually like to. And yeah, from what I've heard, it's a really good, and there is unspoken beauty about this film. So I'm really looking forward to actually seeing that and to see what is actually in store based on that. And again, this is a film that was produced from 1799 to 1399. So here's the artwork. almost pitch black. We have the 15 certificate logo, Deaf in Venice, and it looks like a kind of like a Renaissance bust of a young man, already kind of like old bust. So it actually plays very much in the aspects of age, as well as the place that it's taking place, Venice. Okay, so the film was made in 1971. We have the spine number, which is 962. Here's the back, which is nothing much to actually go on. But as I said, the film was made in 1971. It's 131 minutes long. It's in color. It has monaural soundtrack. It has aspect ratio of 2.35 to 1. It's based on the classic novella by Thomas Mann, late career masterpiece from Lucino Visconti. Yeah, I don't know much about the film. However, one of the things that I really intrigued and really want to actually see this film for is that it's featuring the whole film music by the composer Gustav Mahler, and I love Gustav Mahler. I really love his music, so I'm really looking forward to actually seeing that put together to a film. Alright. So what we get inside is, apart from lots of other special features which are on disc, in the booklet we're getting an essay by critic Dennis Lim, and we get the certificate 15 because it features strong sex. So that's the Deaf in Venice. We got the disc in grey, and we get a fold out. Okay. Oof, that's special, okay. That's a special booklet design, that I really love that. Ruinous Infatuation. Okay, so on the left we got the information about the cast and crew. On the right we get the information about the restoration, special thanks, acknowledgements, production credits. And if we're going to unravel all of that, we got the full booklet, and should we go to the other side? It's essentially, ooh, okay. It's essentially like this. Can you see the face in here? I guess that's the main character. It's barely noticeable. It's very dark in here. Interesting. Deaf in Venice. Okay, so here we have the disc. Yeah, dual layer. And yeah, so this is essentially a front end, but here we get the back of the same. So really nice touch. So that's Deaf in Venice, and I think one of the aspects why it's actually important, it actually features the actor, a very young actor called Björn Andersson, and this actor actually in this film actually is portrayed as a young boy who's he's like pure beauty. And I think the actor itself is a subject of another film which was made recently. I think the film is called The Most Beautiful Boy in the World or something like that. And it also talks about this film and its influence and so forth. I'm not sure what the documentary is about essentially, but I know that they're talking about the most beautiful boy in the world, which is the actor Björn Andersson. Alright. So that was Death in Venice. However, now we're actually moving on to some newer films, newer film, and that is One Night in Miami, which was directed by the actress Regina King. Regina King also received a Academy Award, I believe. However, I don't think she actually got one for this film. I think Regina King received an Academy Award for the Best Supporting Actress in the film If Beale Street Could Talk. So I don't think for this one, but this is her debut, directorial debut, and it opened to rave reviews, so I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's a director approved special edition Blu-ray, reduced from $17.99 to $13.99. Let's go. There we go. So that's the artwork, which I really like. It's very, very beautiful in my opinion, and it has like this very papery feel. It's not sleek and glossy. It has like a paper feel to it. So it's a Regina King film. It's One Night in Miami, and this One Night is essentially a story. I'm not sure how factual it is. I think it's pretty factual, but not sure how much. And it basically tells a story when the rights activist Malcolm X, boxer Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Sam Cooke came together one night in Miami, and essentially it's what happened. If you know anything about the civil rights movements, if you're into like all the 1960s and 1970s tensions and stuff like that, I think it's really worth a watch. I haven't seen it myself, but I'm really looking forward to actually seeing it. One Night in Miami. So the film itself was made in 2020, so it's a fairly new release, 4 years ago. We have the 15 certificate logo, and in the back we got the same colors. And what we got here is the just trying to actually put it so you can see that. Since made in 2020, it's 114 minutes long. It's in color, 5.1 surround sound, and we got 2.39 to 1 aspect ratio. Yeah, to it, and at the same time we have lots of details and lots of information about the special features which are featured here. We get an essay, essentially by critic Gene Seamer. So let's look into what it actually has. But why does it actually get a 15 certificate is because it features stronger language and a racism theme. And we get a booklet, very nice. Here's the disc, One Night in Miami, Blu-ray. And here's the booklet itself. Very nice look and feel. As I said, papery. It's like the coarse paper feel. I really like that in booklets. Really nice. Have the disc in here. And essentially the inner artwork is the enhancement of this panel over here. So since this is a new release from 2020, from 2020, we have officially entered the Criterion spy number of 1106. That's One Night in Miami. And I got 2 movies left in here. And these are, we're actually going back in time in a way, compared to One Night in Miami, which was made in 2020. We actually get a film which was made in 1939, and this film is Love Affair, and this is a film which was made by Leo Macari, and who was directing a lot of like very natural and humanistic films. One of my favorites of recent years that I've actually seen is Leo Macari's Make Way for Tomorrow, which was featured already on this channel and in Criterion collection. So Love Affair is essentially another kind of like a melodrama, which was actually treated with a bit of natural human interactions compared to this overblown cries and whispers that we usually have in the romances of old. Yeah, so that's Love Affair. Let's dig into it. And I failed again. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Alright. Love Affair. Parental guidance logo. And we have the year of the film, 1939. So it's very much black and white, so we know what you can actually expect from the film itself. But what I really love about the cover itself is the not the front cover, but the general packaging, is the colors of the spine, the little accents in here. Wow, I love that. It's shiny, glossy, and it really goes together with the previous version of Make Way for Tomorrow. So it's this very nice glossy feel, almost like a gem, that we can actually sometimes see in the films, kind of like a silvery shine to it. And this one is actually like the pink, rosy, silvery shine, which is really nice. So we have seen that feature in the Make Way for Tomorrow, I believe. I believe on where was that? The City Lights by Chaplin, and also I think with a green tint on the My Man Godfrey. So you can see here that the back is also grey, but with this light pink, silvery shine to it. Oh my god, it's gorgeous to look at, seriously. It's very beautiful. It's really nice. So we got the spine number, which is 1114. So it's a fairly new release from Criterion, and the first UK printing was in 2022. Alright. So one of the reasons why I also wanted to watch this film is because, despite the fact that I really liked Leo Macari's previous films that I've seen, which is Make Way for Tomorrow as well as The Awful Truth, this was made in 1939 and it was nominated for 6 Oscars. So yeah, and we're looking forward to see why. We have the details, which is the film was made in 1939. It's 88 minutes long. It's in black and white. We have monaural soundtrack and the aspect ratio of 1.37 to 1. Alright. And we get an essay by author Megan McGurk. And the reason why we're actually getting PG certificate is because we get mild sex references. The film itself is featuring Irene Dunne, which, if you know already, was one of the characters in the film The Awful Truth by Leo Macari as well. Oof, nice. Another continuing of the pinkish elements. Oh god, that's beautiful. The love affair. So we have the Blu-ray over this, on this side, and we get a fold out like so, and it's shiny, pink glow, pink silver. So we get the information about the cast. Okay, here are the crew that made the film: William Macari directing, screenplay, story, cinematography, musical score, who made the song, the another song, and who made the costumes. Action credits. Again, the not sure if you're going to get that in here, probably not, but just to let you know that the background is black in here, but what's amazing is that the writing, the letters are actually made in the same pink silvery color, which it's really nice. and I hope it does come through. If not, you just know that it is like so. So here we have the disc, and the inner artwork is okay. A map of the Atlantic Ocean. And it seems that we're actually going to be traveling on a ship from, it seems, from Rome through the Gibraltar Strait. We're going to have a stop in Madeira, as it's written here, and we're going all the way to New York. Alright. Yeah. Double layer Blu-ray disc. That's Love Affair. Since it's in 1939, it's going to be one of the first ones that I'm actually seeing from this recent haul. Because I'm watching films in the release order, and currently I'm like in 1927 still. Yeah, so it's gonna take me some time. Alright, and here's the last copy that I actually got on the Criterion sale. It's one film that is made by a director who later went on to direct I think a very important film for the Japanese cinema. It was called Tampopo, but the film that I actually got here, because I already have Tampopo perhaps, but the film I got here is The Funeral by Yuzo Itami. Yeah, that's a beautiful artwork of a family gathering for a funeral, and I'm not sure about the actual themes of this film, but I guess it's basically the family get together and the family clashes during the funeral. But yeah, that's probably as much as I know about this film. But from what I know, it's really very entertaining in a way, and as you know, some of the films which are actually these family get-togethers, they're really enjoyable to actually get to see the family dynamics, the arguments and so forth. So looking forward to that, because obviously in the American films we know what they actually do. There's going to be a brawl at the end, or something like that. The tension's gonna rise. So I'm really interested in seeing what they've actually done in Japan with the same kind of like idea. Reduced from $17.99 to $13.99, Blu-ray special edition. Right, let's dig in. That's the full artwork, The Funeral, directed by Yuzo Itami, and the film was made in 1984, so it's already 40 years old. We got the 15age certificate. Here's the spine, The Funeral. The spine number is 1125. Here's the back. And on the back we can see the details. It's 1984. It's 124 minutes. It's in color, monaural soundtrack, in Japanese with English subtitles, and we have the aspect ratio of 1.33 to 1. So it's quite a heavy edition, so I suppose we're actually getting like a hefty booklet But let's see. So apart from some on-disc special features, which obviously include like interviews, stuff like that, we do get an essay by author Pico Iaya, along with excerpts from Itami's 1985 book The Funeral Diary, and from a 2007 Remembrance of Itami by actor Tsutomu Yamazaki. And we get the 15age certificate because of infrequent strong sex. And the Japanese title of the film is Ososhiki. So let's open that up. Oof, very colourful. And got the funeral disc. And we do get the booklet. Yeah, quite heavy. Kind of like the artwork on the booklet actually goes like this. Beautiful. Yeah. And I guess, yes, we're getting lots of writing here. The diary. That's the booklet. And we're having the disc. Dual layer, 50 gigabytes. And the inner artwork is basically this very dark, dark blue with dark red streaks on it. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Okay, that's the funeral. So that actually brings us together for all the films that I've actually purchased on the Criterion sale right now. So here we have them all together, and they're gonna present really nicely on the shelves. Definitely. So what we had is Written on the Wind. We got The Tin Drum, Magnificent Obsession, Vive sa vie, Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times, Topsy Turvy, Black Girl, Female Trouble, Death in Venice, One Night in Miami, Love Affair, and The Funeral. So that's all we actually got on the Criterion sale, and really looking forward. And Criterion is one of the special releases which are really worth the price nonetheless. And they release really important movies, and to actually see them on in the physical form sometimes is actually a really important experience. So I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, at the same time, as I've already mentioned, it's kind of pity that Criterion in the UK has actually made a bit of a disappointing sale in the UK. I was really actually looking forward to that one, and just to get like a handful of titles that were available through the release, and with only like, I don't know, £4 of each of the release, it's disappointing essentially. And yeah, I'm just actually hoping that Criterion will actually get their act together in respect to that and give us something more enticing, because at the moment it just essentially feels that the United States is actually getting all the best, and we're getting just the scraps in a way. When it comes to sales, not the films itself, we do get as many as we can, I think, from the Criterion when it comes to the releases. Obviously the UK market is much more competitive when it comes to boutique labels. We got Curzon, we got Studio Canal, we got Arrow Video and stuff like that, so the Criterion here has actually a lot of competition, and some of the licenses are actually going to the competitors instead of to Criterion for the UK. For example, Mulholland Drive. We don't have Mulholland Drive from Criterion, we got Mulholland Drive from Studio Canal. Same for The Others, Ghost Dog, plenty of other films. For example, Videodrome or Crash, we actually get that from Arrow Video. We're actually getting some of the releases like Anatomy of a Fall, we're actually getting from Lionsgate. So we get different type of releases, but to actually get Criterion nonetheless, it's really special, because in a way that's almost like a holy grail. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope again that you actually got some recommendations on what to actually get in the future, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Cheers.